Thank you, Marek. Hi, I'm Thomas Vogel. I'm the co-CEO of SwipBox, and I have some exciting news to share with you tonight. I want to introduce you to what we consider a game changer within first and last mile, or rather smart mile, that is not just a parcel locker, but an entire concept. And to ensure that I get all the data and not least the tech parts right, I have invited along a good colleague of mine. That's how, please save the questions for later.
Hi Thomas, and hi everyone.
Let me introduce you to Kenneth Philipsen. He is the COO at SwipBox. He is joining us today to help me tell you more about our brand new concept, the SwipBox Infinity. So let's start by getting some facts straight and have an overview of the market that we are currently facing. Kenneth, if you please, can you help us out on this one?
Yes, of course, Thomas. This illustration shows the forecasted parcel volume from 2012 until 2022. As you can see, the parcel volume just keeps growing. And as we all know, people like Thomas or his family, they prefer to buy stuff online. And this definitely helps to increase the parcel volume. And nobody can predict how high this volume will get.
We also know that convenience means everything for us as customers. Actually, that's one of the reasons we shop online. But what exactly is convenience? Let's try and have a look at the definition. It is the state of being able to proceed with something without difficulty. So, hang on for that. We at SwipBox used to think that convenience made automated parcel delivery, even though limited by opening hours. So, in cooperation with retailers, we installed smaller networks of parcel lockers all over the world. But then we really started to think about the word convenience. So Kenneth, once again, can you help me out here, please?
Yes, of course. In order to create customer convenience and become the preferred method of delivery for end users everywhere, we need to think of future parcel deliveries and returns as a new and massive expansion of the current infrastructure.
And to successfully create infrastructure like that, first of all, the network should be really dense. Secondly, it should also be an open network so that customers can pick up the parcel no matter who the logistic provider is. And third, but not least, the parcel locker should be easy and intuitive for the customers to use. With some of our partners, we started to establish these kind of networks based on our classic locker. So, with Let's in Finland, DSL in Sweden, with Biedronka in Poland, and not least with 7-Eleven in Australia. Though, in fact, we are operating in more than 60 countries around the world.
But like we showed you in the beginning of the presentation, the number of parcels is exploding. So even though a SwipBox classic model is a great locker solution, we decided to design a new parcel locker that would fulfill present and future needs.
Exactly, Kenneth. A locker able to create all-time convenience and to create convenience via new infrastructure. 5 factors are crucial. So, 1, it can be placed both outdoor and indoor. 2, easy and thereby really fast installation. 3, a capacity flexible in order to serve every need. 4, goes without saying, low cost both on hardware investment and on operational cost. And finally, the ability to scale up a network like that really fast.
So, that is what we designed. May I present the SwipBox Infinity solution. You can place it indoors and outdoors. It has a one-size-fits-all mounting system. It's battery powered, no wires. And there is no built-in screen either, because the screen used is the customer's smartphone, which connects to the locker by using Bluetooth. And by the way, it can be exactly the color you want.
As mentioned, it's very easy to install this new locker. In fact, in Denmark, we put up an entire infrastructure of lockers in one city in just a few hours. Have a look at this.
It's actually so easy to install that Thomas can do it, and then you know it's easy. Please have a look.
Hi, I left the office today for a while to join the guys installing our brand new Infinity locker called SwipBox here in Denmark. And actually I just wanted to see for myself and show you guys how easy and fast it is to install our new locker. So here we go. As you can see, it's easy maneuverable on a pallet jack. And I'm just gonna roll it to the wall here. And I think this is the absolute right position for this locker. Remove the pallet jack. Then I'm gonna use our installation app. Gonna connect to the box by clicking the actual address. It has to connect via the Bluetooth low energy device, and in just a second or two you will see that it's connected. Now I'm gonna run a test just to make sure that all doors can open, that nothing happened during freight and installation. So each and every compartment door will be opened. And the final one, having done that, I can now push the install hardware unit button here. Successful installation, meaning installation is done. I press done here, and that's it. The locker box is now installed. That is really, really fast and easy.
As you just saw, apps play a part in all aspects of the SwipBox Infinity solution. But for all of you, we want to highlight the Courier app and the End User app.
So both apps are made really simple and intuitive. Especially the End User app is really, really easy to use. Actually, it's so easy to use that my dad, turning 80 soon, managed to pick up a parcel without difficulty. So now, being back in our home country Denmark, SwipBox is currently operating as SwipBox. That's Danish for nearby or close by locker. Along with the PostNord and DSL, we are operating an open network that has just ended its 6 months pilot period in 2 cities. So now, we've started to roll out first batch of up to 10,000 parcel lockers, which are to be national infrastructure of rather small Denmark. So we're talking really, really dense. So in case you are wondering, what about the flow from web shop to end customer? No worries, we can handle that as well. Just have a look at how it's done for one of our Danish web shops using NetBox. How about that?
Thomas, some people in the audience might be thinking, great, but what about my existing network of parcel lockers? Of course, we thought of that as well. And if you have an existing parcel locker network, it can easily be integrated to the Infinity infrastructure. All we actually need is our Bluetooth device to be connected by using a USB port.
The mindset behind Infinity becoming dense nationwide infrastructure, like I said in the beginning, is a huge game changer from our point of view. We believe that with an open network, we can create fast and flexible convenience for the e-commerce customers around the world. And by all means, a cost-effective first and last mile solution to the benefit of a lot of us here today. So, Kenneth, anything to add?
Actually not, but why don't you show them the vision of our SwipBox Infinity solution?
Okay, will do. Thanks, Kenneth, and see you back home.
Thousands of years ago, we saw the dawn of the civilized world. In the last millennium, people have found it very difficult to live without access to running water. And for the last century, it has been impossible to imagine a life without the electric network at our hand. Within the last decade, Data FiberNet controls the way we organize and develop our community. In the next few years, it will be difficult to imagine a world without the SwipBox Infinity solution. Infinity will soon provide the civilized world with digital organized parcels to a place near you. Just like running water.
I think that is pretty cool, and I actually think that we covered all bases for a convenient parcel infrastructure with the SwipBox Infinity solution. So, if you want to know more, don't hesitate to contact us on international@swipbox.com, and we would like to provide you with some more information. Thank you.